we created a system that we call the 5-element detox and rejuvenation system, because actually there's a big hype, I would say, at the moment, that everything is related to the gut. All your health, if the gut is not healthy, your whole health, physical and mental health, will be affected. And it is true, but it is not the whole truth. If we want to be healthy, it's like we need all the organs to be clean, because they all complementary functions. They all play a complementary function. So if you only have like a clean gut, but you have like filthy liver, filthy kidney, and a clogged lymphatic system, you will not experience the full enjoyment of a good health, right? The logic, we detox the same way we get intoxicated in the first place. How did we get intoxicated in the first place? Is through the entrances. So the mouth, the nose, and the skin. Everything that is food or toxins, it follows the bloodstream, and it crosses 3 different filters in a certain order: liver, lymph, and kidneys. So this is the logic. So these are, and to cleanse, what we need to achieve first is to clear those 5 pathways, because these are the ones who process all the toxins. If these ones are clear, don't worry for the rest. The body is designed to take care of itself. So you just need to feed them, maintain your filters like a car. Oil filter, hair filter, fuel filter. When you go and you change the oil, you put some good food in it, and then it goes well. This is the same thing for the body. We selected like specific plants, because all the enzyme will penetrate the bloodstream, but specific plants will act more specifically into a system. Okay, it doesn't mean like they will not have any effect on the other system, because some people play, like do the intestinal cleanse, for example, and they have like liver symptoms, because there's some compounds and some ingredient that also act in the liver, and some people even will have like kidney stones that start to be released by doing a liver cleanse, for example. We cannot say, okay, this plant, don't go work there because people didn't pay for that, right? This is not how it works. We will have a more precise selection of ingredient to be active in that specific area.
I think where the reasoning and the emphasis on the gut health is, I agree with you. There's a lot more to it, and it's not the gut isn't necessarily overly stated, in my opinion. It's just that I think what we're coming to understand is it starts there, and even in your cleanses, the order of operations, if you will, it starts with the gut. Ideally, you can start with the liver in certain conditions, but it starts with the gut, because you have your gatekeepers along the way. Like when you're eating food, it's going to go through your liver first, and it's going to be filtered through your kidneys next, and all that. And so it makes sense to start upstream and cleanse those systems out, because if you're starting with the downstream, well, you're still shoving stuff into that and toxins into that. And so that's the reasoning, in my understanding. It makes sense that you start ideally with that, so that you're delivering less toxic matter to the rest of the body's systems that are meant to go in a kind of an order. So even though the enzymes will work systemically, to have that focus on, especially the one cleanse is super focused on the intestinal tract, it's still obviously going to go other places. But
of course, if there's an emergency, you have kidney stones or some things, you would, start immediately the kidney cleanse. But not only, if you want to do the good job and the whole job, you take care of the upstream in the order that I mentioned before. The digestive system, liver, lymph, and the lung is just another entry, and it's really related to the environment, to where you live. If you're a smoker, if you live in Beijing, for example,
Yeah.
it's like you may want to have this every month for the rest of your life, because it's strengthening your lungs and it maintains, yeah, it helps you to keep it clean. But if you live in nature, and so but you never cleanse, you do it until you feel it, that you're breathing well, and you feel that the lung capacity is strong and all this, and this is fine. But for the rest, everything that you're eating, if you're overeating, and you undigested food will stick to the walls, and you need to keep on maintaining this. So that's why we say, okay, we say the intestinal tract, and after that, the second stage is intestinal tract and liver, and then intestinal tract, liver, and lungs. The flow is the blood and lymph, and then the kidneys and genitals. Okay, so these are all the five systems that we need to maintain constantly, constantly, and that's the beauty of working with enzyme, because you can do it on a daily basis, and that we offer the kits. The kits are kind of a blast. It's kind of a intensive care. After that, we have just the maintenance products that you just take, on a daily basis. Like every day, I wake up, I take enzyme, and a little later during the day, I take a pill. I just chew on something, another
So I've
enzyme.
only experienced the one cleanse, which is the intestinal and the liver cleanse, and I've always done the rainbow because it makes sense to me to do that. And I think the shipping is free, so you get all these nice enzymes for a week. I did the lung one too.